back here in Indianapolis as we continue our coverage on National Semifinal Saturday, getting you ready for the two games today involving Big Ten teams, including Michigan State and Duke. Dave Revson, Steve Bardo, and Jim Jackson. Very pleased to be joined by former Michigan State star Eric Snow, now an assistant coach at Florida Atlantic. Let's talk a little bit about this Spartan team. I mean, you're decked out in your Spartan green today. No Florida Atlantic owl gear
not today.
For you, right? You take it off for one day. We were talking earlier that you were recruited by Judd Heathcote. You played for him your entire 4 years, and then Tom Izzo took over the next year. As you see now what this program has become, and obviously you guys were really good under Judd too, but it has gone to another level here under Izzo. What did you see anything in Tom Izzo when he was an assistant that led you to believe this could happen?
Well, Coach Izzo recruited me, and Coach Heathcote was our head coach. But Coach Izzo was named our head coach my freshman year, so I knew it was in him. His passion, his drive, his enthusiasm. I spoke to him 2 nights ago and told him how much he meant to me. And now that I'm coaching, I understood what he did back then. I didn't really understand everything, but right now I do. His ability to get the best out of you is a trait that I think that right now in college basketball, he's the best. And that's why his teams win. So I knew it then. I understand it and see it now.
Eric, when you're obviously busy with your own team, but I'm sure you keep an eye on the Spartans throughout the year. When you were watching them in January and a little bit of February, when they were struggling a little bit, to where they are today, is this the best job that Tom Izzo has done in terms of coaching guys up?
I believe so. I believe if you look at their body of work from the beginning of the season, they struggled in different areas. They struggled in the area that his team usually don't struggle in, defending and rebounding. And then we get to the free throw line where as a group, you haven't had 2 or 3 different things that a team was struggling with, but they bought in. And he got them to buy in, put guys in position to be successful, and it's paid off. And they're playing their best basketball at the right time.
Eric, this Michigan State program, point guard has always been at the forefront, whether it's Magic, Smitty, Martine, yourself, Kalen Lucas. There's a young man, Lou Ross Tum Tum there, kind of following in that lineage. What do you see in him that leads you to believe, one, that he can have an impact in tonight's game, but also just moving forward to fit in that category of some of the better point guards at Michigan State?
Well, the one thing that he does, the one word that's huge and big at that position and at this university is sacrifice. He sacrifices game. He sacrificed things that he could possibly go out there and do for the betterment of the team. And he plays hard and he defends. And he can run a team. So in order to run a team, you're going to put yourself in position to be successful. And that's what he does. And to play for someone like Coach Izzo, who wants his point guards to everything that I say in the locker room, I say in practice, I need you and want you to go out there and do those same very things on the court and in the game, and that's what he does.
How do you think being moved off the ball to a large extent has helped Travis Trice?
I think it's helped him a lot because it's taken the pressure off of him of trying to lead all the time, and sometimes with his ability to score and his ability to make jump shots, now he felt like he can go out there and be aggressive to score and not at the same time have those same things that he had to do that Coach Izzo expects a point guard to do. So as soon as he had to make that adjustment and he came off the bench and then he started, his role changed from a standpoint that we need you to score more, and that's what he did. But when he moves and makes that transition to the point, now he's able to still make that transition and understand that he got to set other people up as well.
You know what, Eric? Brandon Dawson is as talented as a player as we have in our game, but he's maddening sometimes. Like as a former point guard, I want to go out and smack him upside the head and get him going. What is it about Brandon that he can be so great at points, and at other times you don't even know he's out there? What is that?
Well, I think with Brandon, he is a guy that at a young age, this is my opinion, at a young age he was so dominant physically that he's in a situation where at times he may think and feel that he's doing what he's capable of doing.
Right. That's a great point.
And turn into that different level where you come out and you're like, oh, well, that's what we want to see all the time, Brandon. So I understand it and I feel it, but when guys are dominant physically at a young age, you know, an older guy told me guys are younger and they're physical and they're more aggressive. People always telling them to slow down.
Yeah, right.
And then when they get older, now people telling them to turn it back up.
Right.
And that's the opposite of what he's been told his whole life. So you have to get him to keep that engine going all the time, and we'll live with the consequences.
Now, put your coaching hat on. Defensively, what do you do tonight against this Duke team?
Well, first off, the big fella, you know, Okafor, you have to deal with him. I'm a firm believer defensively. The best way to stop guys and limit guys is take away their touches. Limit their touches. And if you can't limit their touches, make them catch it further away from the basket. Once they do catch it, you know where your help is. Send them to your help, following your game plan. Those are the things you got to do. But I think more than anything, rebounding the basketball, offensively and defensively, not turning the ball over, getting back in transition. All the things that are energy plays, that you can prevent those energy plays, you can prevent them from getting those easy transition buckets, those offensive rebounds, and you're saying y'all going to have to score on our 5-on-5 defense. That's what you all are going to have to do. Score on our defense. We're going to set our defense because we know that we can get the rebound and we can run and put pressure on you.
Spoken like a true coach. Eric Snow, Florida Atlantic assistant, and of course Michigan State great. Thanks so much for spending a few minutes with us. We really appreciate it. Let's send it back to Mike now in Chicago.